wk17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. On first down, Bell. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bell. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 55.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
55, mark, guys. Don't get nervous, man. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Check safety, check safety. Check.
Looking to throw on second down. Bell. And he fires one incomplete. Landry the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
51, Mike 51. So don't say no. Mike 51. Let's go, D. Switch. Check three.
On third down, Bell. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
At their own 20-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He's going to wind up and air it out, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
To try again after the sack. Watson. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. I'm getting in. At 58 is a Mike. Trump. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft, free agency. Maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
55, Mike, guys, 55. That's right, man. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Let's go, dude.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that
he's into the clear. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Philip Lindsay, 84 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check, 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 check.
Now a toss play. It's Hines. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Mike 51, Mike 51. 51's a Mike, boy, 51. Don't get nervous. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Operating from the gun. Bell. Ebron's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Switch. Hey, switch gears. Sponge. No.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Let's go, Heavy. Everyone, what you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Mike 51. It's our time, guys. Go, Mike 51.
To throw on 3rd down. Bell. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
51, Mike 51. I got you. Mike 51. Oh, you got D? Joker.
Looking to throw. Bell. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 51's a Mike, boy. 51. Go. Double dog. That's the way. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Kill.
To throw again. Bell. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Off the play fake. Bell. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney merciless, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. Philip Lindsay, 77 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jack Doyle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
This is Hines. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Mark 55, Mark 55. Here we go, D. Here I come, here I come. Out, out.
throwing on first down. Bell. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
55's Mike, guys, 55. Check. Check three. Jim.
Back to throw. Bell. And he's going to go down again. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? A few other factors they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside. The 20, yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 27, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
We own 4. We own them. Hey, trying to go.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, no time now. Check 31. Check 31.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Texans push further out in front. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, and normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Throwing on third and long. Bell. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. Past the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there just before halftime. 71 yards.
First down, Indianapolis.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ito Smith, his first carry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready, ready. 60 outlaw. Mike. Here we go, here we go. Buzz. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. What we got? Check, 55 to Mike.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Jamal Sheard on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Looking to throw. Bell. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Back.
Throwing on 2nd down, McSorley. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Watch the out. Watch the out. Watch the out. Greystone, Travis. Go.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Move. 3 down. Now.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Watch out.
They run with Hines. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Hines. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Watch the safety creep. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 1st and 10, Bell. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
51, Mike 51. No chance. Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Oh, yeah.
2nd and 5. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney merciless in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
This is taken at the 3.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Taken in by the tight end, Doyle.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Crunch. 61, matchbox lights. Hey, foxtrot.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Another run by Lindsey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. Bell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.